monster. And beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Kansas offense takes the field. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Rides the back on the option to give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Sorsby. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
So BYU's offense has the ball for the first time. From the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. Makes him talk to the hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Smith dropping to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. Kansas gets the ball back and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Got room on the return.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He stopped again, and they tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Thompson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut. And all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. To the air. It's Sorsby. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return.
Yeah, probably not going to be able to
The
play tonight. So.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. BYU right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, BYU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Gives it on the option.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he will score. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Slams it ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Branch.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Thompson. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Jayhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Branch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little high.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the...
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two-headed.
Oh, it's out! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Smith dropping to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Branch. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Forced out of the pocket. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BYU lines up quickly. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now, here's second and long. Smith wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Makes the grab. It's Buckmeyer. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Peppers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Throws for the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll move the tight end. back to pass. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Gets rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. He'll try to pop the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Makes a man miss. Touchdown, Archer! And they've moved out front. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like, might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive down.
BYU right back to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
And it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A little screen to the running back. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
Smith wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Makes the catch. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to get the corner. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking the...
There he goes. Running into the open space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Inside the 45.
And I know the clock is the defense's friend, but, man, that's 2 back-to-back big plays that they're giving up. They've got to find a way to kind of get that clock moving, make one big play here, and let that clock tick out.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the give off the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. The sure hands. It's Stewart. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 28 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Smith dropping to pass. They're setting up the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Peppers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After that last pickup, in field goal range, but still time to go for the win. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They move on top here in the fourth.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.